Hello, everybody. Kenshi hates cats. He's lame.
I don't hate cats.
Everyone yell at
I
Kenshi.
don't hate cats. To hate cats would imply that I gave a fuck about them. I don't give a fuck about cats.
Kenshi doesn't give a fuck about cats. Everyone hate Kenshi.
Yeah, hate him.
Feel free.
Cats are the best thing in the world.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, they are.
I have once we were going to the airport and we brought the cat with us, right? And we were looking out and we were looking at our plane and we saw the guy walking with the cat, the crate carrying our cat. And the crate broke while he was carrying it and our cat just started running.
Oh, God.
Like a little small we could see her from the window. And it was perfect timing. He starts running and the guy just starts chasing after our cat. It was hilarious.
You got your cat back, right?
Yeah. But that cat's dead now.
Wow. And that's cool.
She had an infection in her leg, and the options were we should save her and make her a three-legged cat, or we should just put her out of her misery. And then my whole family was like, her life is misery. So we decided to put her out of misery.
What?
I liked the cat, but we felt kind of sad about it afterwards. Well, at least me and my dad did. My brother couldn't give a crap.
Son of a bitch.
So, Bleach.
I can talk about sad stories with a smile on my face.
One of my cats had leukemia. So, Bleach.
Bleach!
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Aizen, buddy. Hey, how you doing?
Yay.
Chapter 618 starting out strong.
Aizen wants to know what's wrong.
No.
What's wrong?
Not that strong. It's literally the last page of the previous chapter.
I don't care. It's Aizen being Aizen. That's strong to me.
He's like, you still got 2 keys left, huh? Yana?
Yeah, and then we have fan art of
I don't care about the fan art, so it's
Ichigo's dad.
Ichigo's dad and mom and dad.
Oh yeah, and she's naked for some reason.
Because
What?
of girl. And then Ichigo, weirdly colored. And then he puts keys in there, even though Aizen broke free.
Yeah, I love how passive-aggressive this is. Yeah, so, yeah, okay, your left eye is unlocked now. I bet that feels great, right?
And he just walks. So yeah, your ankle's pretty free now.
Hmm.
Yeah, his ankle and left eye. There's some really good choices there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why you would want to unseal the ankle. I mean...
Aizen's already
what's
walking,
the entire point?
so he's...
The entire point was so that he could talk to you.
No, he was going to probably unseal something else, but he's just doing this to spite Aizen.
Hmm. Fair enough. So, do you want to leave and stuff? And Aizen's like, I don't remember asking you to let me go. Which, again, is kind of tsundere.
Yeah.
It's
not like I want to leave or anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like, would a man who truly does not care for his release demand the use of the remaining 2 keys? And Aizen's just like, would one come all the way to a man that did not wish to be freed with the very keys that would secure their release embedded in their own body?
This is called a manga argument.
It's just snark back and forth, and it makes no logical sense, but whatever. And yeah.
Looks like you've seen through me, whatever that means.
Yeah, you got the key. I got the key in my heart. So, yeah. Apparently.
You literally can't get out, even if you kill me, because I'll dissolve or something, I guess. I don't fucking know.
No, they'll just seal the entrance or whatever. Again.
So if I were to kill you, it remains sealed for eternity. And Aizen, this is kind of interesting. He's like, wow, they really thought I would actually go so far as to kill you? I'm like, you killed a lot of people.
He didn't really kill anybody.
Yeah. That's kind of funny, actually. He didn't really kill anybody. You tried to kill a lot of people.
It's... The Central 46 he pretty much killed.
He killed the Central 46.
But they suck. Fuck those guys.
And he's always had a problem with the Central 46. But he never straight up... I don't think he ever murdered one of the captains.
There reached a point where he didn't need to kill anyone. He just had to walk near them, and his energy would just disintegrate.
The only person he actually killed was Geen, I think.
Yeah, because Geen tried to kill him and actually pretty much murdered him.
Other than that, like, it seems like he's... Like, the thing about Aizen that you kind of have to get here is that he hates Central 46 because of the way they run things. But he doesn't seem to have hatred towards, the captains themselves.
He's pretty indifferent to pretty much everything else, honestly.
Yeah. It's like, I wouldn't kill you. Because,
Yeah. Anyway. And they're like, whatever, let's just get you out of here for whatever reason. Let's carry you outside in this giant chair. For some reason. Again,
and then this guy's
feels very ceremonial.
This guy's like, wait, let's put another restraint on you. And
yeah,
he's like, wait, no, remember what happens when you get close to it? Because... Yeah.
Random boot number 46 apparently forgot that people dissolve when they get within a certain distance of Aizen, when they're weak.
We've used the number 46 too much in this episode, apparently, because Ken can't get away from it.
I can't. I meant to say 33 or something. I don't know why I said 46.
Yeah.
Because we keep saying 46.
Yeah.
46.
42.
It's not even that cool of a number. 42 is better. 37 is a nice number.
Yeah, but his fingers and I think most of his hand dissolves, and that's something. It's like, oh yeah, my spiritual energy pressure, whatever. It's closer to me now because these restraints, but it's still there.
This is basically reinforcing the idea that they have no idea how to hold him, so they just threw whatever they could at him.
So if I just walk towards you, you will cease to exist. Sorry.
Basically, everyone except what's his name? Head captain.
Yeah, because you need to have actual spiritual pressure, and mooks do not have enough.
It's like Kenpachi in the Soul Society arc, amped up to like 97.
Yeah.
That's a random number to be amped up to.
11 wasn't enough. And it wasn't 46. So...
How big do you think this kill radius is, anyway? That seems like 2-3 feet to me.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So
yeah, basically they're like, oh, we're just going to go outside and you're expecting me to help and stuff.
He's just like, I don't expect that, but hey, you wanted to be the Soul King, right? Just kind of like, yeah, we're going to have something in common a little bit.
So, back to Yuhabak.
And his mustache that flows into his hair that flows into the panel.
Yeah.
Oh, very artistic.
Okay, and he's expositing that the arm is keeping Soul Society together by holding onto the two different pieces of... we know this already.
Yep.
Hey, let's make
this... I'll kill the arm.
Let's make this the king or whatever. Yeah, this will work.
Perfect. Let's make this trolling arm the king of everything.
This middle finger.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much all he's got to do. I mean, what did the previous Soul King do, aside from hold the place together, which it's doing anyway? Basically tell everyone to fuck off and not bother him. So, it's kind of fitting.
Yeah, so Yoriichi's gonna try to put them together through some sort of...
something, because she's like an expert on god beings.
Yeah,
well,
did you know?
We don't know what her clan is good at, so it could be sealing.
Stealth and assassination.
Yeah,
she was
stealth clan.
The head of her clan is always the head of the Omitsukido, which is the stealth force.
She's doing some sort of keto type thing. I don't know what it... She's making a tube.
Nobody knows.
It looks like it's just sealing the two together so they'll combine, which seems...
Yeah.
And then you have...
Anyway, they're arguing, and I'm going to kill you, no, I'm going to kill you more, and stuff, and no one cares.
I'm here to stop you.
You shouldn't want to kill me. You shouldn't want to kill me because you're Quincy and stuff, and I want to kill you anyway because of stuff, and no one cares. No one cares.
Yeah. It's just like... And they used to get a Tensho for the first time in how long?
Not long enough.
Not long enough.
Yeah. And he's pretty much untouched by it.
Yeah, this is probably supposed to be an impactful moment. I think the last time we saw it was in either when he was fighting his Zanpakuto or when he was fighting Ginjo. In either case, not that big a deal. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna fight you and stuff, is what he says. Joe Buck's like, whatever. I'm gonna do things and stuff because I decide, because I have super eyes, like fucking Sasuke Uchiha. Wasn't he a badass dude? He was great.
Whether things go my way or not, it's simply a matter for these eyes of mine to decide. We have enough eye things, okay?
You know what? Actually, in Bleach, this is like the first real eye-powered thing that's actually come up like this.
I'm perfectly sure there's been another one, but I'll go with you on it.
Like the weird eye thing, like similar to Naruto at the very least.
It's not the only eye power in the entire series, but I wanted eye things to be done with. We had enough of that in Naruto.
Yeah, but like for Bleach, they haven't overdone it, at least.
I guess, but at this point, it's a thing that we don't care about.
Yeah.
And then we have fan art of Mom doing a finger bow. I don't know what her name is.
Huh, I have that one too. Actually.
Finger bow. It's like finger gun, except with a bow. And then something creepy as fuck. Oh, right, it's supposed to be the medic character, lady.
Yep. Sunahana. I think her name was.
You remember her? The character that they ruined and killed immediately so that a man could take over?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got murdered by Imagination Lad, pretty much. He got taken out of the fight completely.
He technically won, and then he got...
Then he got shit stomped by the 3 girls and Zombie Dude.
Yeah. And now he's back doing stuff.
Hey guys, guess what time it is?
Hero Academy time?
We're not gonna analyze this any.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Sorry. Even Aizen couldn't rescue that. I mean, I like the passive-aggressive stuff at the beginning, but then it just devolved into, I'm making a speech and argument and stuff, and I'm making a counter-speech and argument, and neither of them made any sense. So, we're just moving on to something that can maybe redeem this episode. In which case, we are moving on to Hero Academia Chapter 7.
By the way, you will notice that I have made a thumbnail now. Yes.
Yay.
I made 2 versions. Guess which one Casey picked. Yeah.
The one with Froggy-chan in it.
Froggy-chan.
There was no other option, honestly. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
Well,
all right.
The other one was just a big close-up of All Might's face.
Yeah.
So, Froggy-chan just wins.
It wasn't a big close-up. It was All Might, but it was, like, whatever.
Either way, this version wins because it has more characters, and it kind of encompasses our opinion on the series so far. It's the 2 main characters, they're awesome, and Froggy-chan is adorable. So, there you go.
Froggy-chan. Froggy-chan. Alright. And we come back to where we left off, which is basically Deku doing his one super move with only the tip of his finger for an instant
that's all,
to throw a softball.
All he can afford to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Considering you can make a fist there at the end of the page, I don't think he actually broke his finger. It just shredded it.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
Which is improvement.
And you get All Might telling him silently, you're actually pretty cool right now.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's kind of a turn of events there. You finally got a record suitable for a hero.
Your finger's swollen. What an odd quirk.
It wasn't stylish enough according to Dick Laser.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, honestly, compared to Dick Laser, no, it's not stylish, but...
And then Bakugo's just like, what?
Yeah, it's the mouth, really, in this image, because it's like his lips have peeled back so that you can see the gums underneath.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, a little bit. Then, in classic Bakugo fashion, he attacks the thing he doesn't understand.
Pretty much, yeah. And swears all the time. Apparently this specific translator just really likes to make him a sweary face.
And he,
Is
I
that
feel
not
like he
what
would.
it says? I assumed he would swear a lot, that kind of character.
He uses rude language. I don't think there are actually that many swear words in Japanese. I think he's just using very rude language. Like, teme is the big one that people translate as a swear most often.
Mm.
I don't think it quite counts as a swear. It's just a very disrespectful thing to say.
Yeah. Just a really rude way of saying it, seems, from my experience.
Yeah. It's a really rude way of saying you. It's like saying, hey, you, over there. Or this guy. Like, just not quite acknowledging who they are as a person. Or, I don't know. I'm getting off topic.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so sweary. And then...
Aizawa-sensei stops him.
With cloth. To
Yeah,
the face.
again, that image of his face.
It's hilarious.
I love the artwork in this series.
Not just the
Steel
artwork,
wire
just
alloy.
how far they push poses.
Yeah. Stretching his lips. It's always the lips with this guy. I don't know why. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Well, he's a big mouth, so you expect that to kind of, I don't know, exemplified in a lot of the things that happen to him.
So yeah, he's being pulled back by Eraserhead using his own... it's not an ability, it's like a tool, because characters in this series get tools made for them that enhance their abilities as heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be Eraserhead's, which is like a steel wire. Well, it's made of steel wire. It's
woven with nanofibers.
Yeah, it's basically a nanofiber cloth.
Yeah.
I have a wallet that's similar, but it's a bit too solid to use as cloth, but whatever. Yeah.
And
so,
yeah.
Apparently he can't use his quirk because he's got dry eye from using it earlier. Which, as weaknesses go, it makes sense.
I mean,
your eyes open for long enough, you're going to get dry eyes.
Yeah, his power is to stare at shit, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of the several reasons he has a visor that he can put on. That mostly comes up later, but this is the first reason we're made aware of. So, no dust in his eyes.
And Bakugo gets a flashback to when Deku was completely worthless. And... yeah, that's when he was completely worth. It's being slow to load for some reason. Yeah. And then even further back to before they both got their powers. And they were like friends and stuff.
Yeah, I estimate that before they realized that Deku wasn't going to have a quirk, they would actually kind of get along a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, Bakugo was still a piece of shit, but yeah. He was less... No, he was still pretty much the same. It was just that he hadn't completely rejected everyone else as being worth anything at that point.
Yeah. Also, I like flashbacks like this. Can we do more of that? This is all of 2 panels, and it just sums it up. We don't have to have an entire episode devoted to this. I mean, the anime might extend it just so they can pad things out a little bit. But here, the manga, where you want to see more per chapter, this is great.
Yeah. So they get given the scores and stuff, and by the way, the whole expulsion thing for the lowest scorer is totally a lie. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
This was a Kakashi test. I wasn't going to fail you ever.
Except he totally was.
Yeah, he was. He changed his mind.
Yeah. But he doesn't tell them that for some reason. It probably would have motivated them more if he hadn't told them. If he had told them that he was going to fail someone. But I don't know. What?
I'm confused. Okay.
I don't know what that was supposed to be, Ken. What were you whispering? Oh, is he gone?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Oh.
Dragon Ball Z just got here.
Oh, right, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Pay attention.
I am paying attention.
Okay, so, where were we? Must you open that now?
Yes.
At least mute your mic.
No, the world needs to hear it.
It's not that significant a game, dude.
I don't care.
Chill.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah. So, see, you made me lose my place because you're dumb.
Not
You're
failing
a
them.
dumbhead.
Not failing them. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah. So he hands out the results and tells Deku to go get himself healed up. And Deku was in last place.
Yeah. Which I don't think makes sense, because not everyone had... He did pretty well in the physical stuff. But
I would have... generally speaking, genuinely speaking, I would have thought Mineta, I think his name is? It says Mineta, I think it was retranslated to Mineta or something. Yeah. But he's the short guy that can make sticky balls. That's not a power that lends itself to physical exercises and breaking records.
Yeah,
I don't know how
he would use it creatively, maybe.
Like how, though? I mean...
Well, long jump, as long as you don't touch the ground, if you just jump on the sticky balls, you're fine. That's completely cheating.
The entire point of long jump is that you jump once. If you just make sticky balls along the ground, then you're not jumping, you're walking.
Yeah, but it showcases his power, and that was the point.
No. If it was just showcasing the power, then the newest chapter that just came out would have gone a bit differently. But that's something else that we'll get to eventually.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got super strength, for all I know. Alright? I'm trying to come up with reasons.
He doesn't, though. He's also tiny, and he's the character that looks like he's actually 5 in this series, by the way, audience. So, yeah, I don't know how that works. It doesn't make much sense. Deku should have at least been in 19th. It's weird. Anyway, All Might shows up and calls out Eraserhead on being a lying liar face.
In bold.
Yeah.
Is there any other way?
No, not
for All Might, probably not. Yeah.
Also, why is All Might twitching?
Is he?
Those are tension lines that are surrounding him, so yeah, he's twitching.
Oh, yeah.
He's either angry or he's straining.
Or vibrating.
Probably a little bit of both, but I imagine he's a little bit irked by the whole might have expelled Deku thing, which would be a problem.
Yeah. It would throw things off a bit.
Yeah. So apparently Eraserhead would expel people because he did exactly that to an entire class once. Which that's a lot of students to expel.
A lot of tuition that the school is not going to get.
Yeah, you'd think that they would have the administrative staff would have some problems with, expelling an entire class of students.
You mean like failing an entire class of Genin?
Something like that, yeah.
Potential soldiers? Cannon fodder?
At least with Kakashi, that was 3 people at a time. And they just went right back to the academy, so... Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so, All Might's like, hey, you saw something in Deku and stuff, so you think he's awesome too, right? And Eraserhead's like, he's got 0.1% chance, or something like that. Yeah. He is above 0.
He's not 0, but, not...
He's not less than 0.
Yeah.
I have to go for the low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so he's like, I can drop him anytime if he proves to be completely worthless, so whatever.
Kind of a chilled-out way to go for it.
He has no problem of crushing a dream when he believes that it's just never going to happen. Which in fairness, All Might did basically that too, in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the brutal honesty in the next phase. Just as I thought, we'll never get along.
Yeah. Well, All Might doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
Then we get Ida again. Yay! He's cool.
Yeah.
I like him. So we get a closer look at how Recovery Girl... I imagine that was an apropos name at the time when she was given it, but not so much now.
What's wrong with Nurse? Is that...
No, Recovery Girl is her hero name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so she's an old lady, so Recovery Obasan probably might be close to the truth. But she heals by kissing the boo-boo and making it go away.
And she pretty much explains to Deku directly, yeah, I can't keep doing this. You're going to fucking die eventually if I keep having to do this for you. So
Yeah. This is where it's exposited that it just makes your own regenerative processes go faster. So you heal faster, but it's all you doing that. It burns the fuck out of calories, and it will probably just shorten your lifespan in the long term. So
stop sucking so hard.
Yeah, basically that. What Ken said.
Yeah, but they don't say shorten your lifespan, which I appreciate. That's used everywhere, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah, it's implied, but they don't say it outright. At least here. I think they mention it again later, and they might
It
say
might,
it outright.
but they'd like, how do we test that?
Yeah. Like we said before, it's very hard to get standardized results for a world that has superheroes.
And the one that hasn't had them for very long, assuming.
And who knows, like, his power might actually make him live longer or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There might be secondary effects for superpowers. Like, for example, Bakugo is immune to his own explosions. Whether that's all explosions, not quite revealed yet. But his own, he is immune to, which is another power in itself. So he is probably hardier than most might be.
Yeah.
So, in that case, if they were to test Deku against Bakugo, then they would probably get different results regardless of how stringent the control experiment would be. So, yeah. Anyway, Ida is all fascinated by how underneath this school is, apparently. Basically.
Yeah.
He seems to think that every test has a hidden meaning now, because that's pretty much how it looks at this point. In fairness, he's not entirely wrong with how that's all looked so far. So, and then female lead is here.
I wish we could be more enthusiastic about her, but even in the recent chapters, she's not much of an entity, really.
Yeah, she's still not really doing anything. But we get her hero name.
Honestly, Froggy Girl gets more spotlight than her.
Yeah. So Infinity Girl is her hero name now. Yay!
Yay?
I guess.
Not a bad name.
As names go, yeah, it's better than Deku. It's better than the one Ida gets. Because that's not a good hero name at all.
What is his name, anyway? Or will we cover that when we get to it?
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. It's not particularly auspicious, but whatever. It's kind of appropriate, I guess. Anyway. And she calls him Deku, and wasn't that what Bakugo called you? It apparently wasn't the only thing he called him, so...
Yeah.
So,
at least
she didn't go with the other one?
Fuck Munch. That would be interesting.
Well, I don't know. If that's an appropriate hero name for when he gets older, that's, it's pretty complimentary.
Yeah.
I guess.
Alright.
Yeah, so they explain, like, hey, he just calls me that because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I just like that name. And he's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, Deku, that's me.
To be fair, that's how, if a girl said that and she was pretty, like young you would go, yeah, or just regular you would go, yeah. Because girl tells you, hey, I like that name.
Regular me cares less, but yes, okay.
Yeah, like I would probably, I know I probably would just be like, yeah, okay, sure, I don't mind.
Yeah. So we basically get the alternative translation of Deku here, which is never gives up and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why he's a bit more okay with that, and it gets established more later on, but we'll get there. I think someone's phone just vibrated.
That was my watch.
Oh, okay. I don't... Oh, right, we're doing the wrap-up of the chapter.
Yeah.
So, basically, yay, I have friends now, and I managed to survive my first day. Fucking great.
And it's school stuff.
Yay!
It's like a regular school, yay! It's just for superheroes.
All the lessons are basically like normal school, except we eventually get other stuff. And apparently they get super amazing cafeteria food.
Which is great.
It is kind of great. They have a cooking hero.
Yeah.
I like him. He hasn't done anything.
No.
I like him.
Well, what do you expect
He
him
wears
to
a
do?
gas mask.
He cooks. That's it. That's what he does.
Why is he wearing a gas mask? And why does his hat have no eye holes in it?
So he has,
Even though it covers his face.
so that no part of him ever actually touches the food for sanitary reasons.
Oh, that's clever. I like that explanation. I don't know whether it's valid, but I like that
Doesn't
explanation.
he have to breathe? Doesn't he have to breathe in the food vicinity? He's got his own breathing thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it is to me.
Fair enough. Can't argue with it. It's me!
Yeah, it is. All of the
That's
face.
the panel.
All of his face.
You came through the door like a normal person. Yeah. Yeah. And they say the design's so Silver Age. Okay. A little, but again, the face design is more Dark Age. Just saying.
Don't argue with the fourth wall being broken, okay?
No, they still have comics in this universe, I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine the Silver Age lasted longer because, they didn't want to encourage people being villains.
Yeah, probably.
The Silver Age being the bit where everything was really toned down, and Batman had a story about being turned into a baby, I think.
Everything was happy in the Silver Age. And
yeah,
weird.
Silver Age was weird. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've got All Might explaining his class and flexing every panel.
And he has pre-made cards with battles written on them. In word art.
Yeah. All right, I can buy that.
Yeah,
And
well.
Bakugo's got a slasher smile on his face at the prospect of battle.
Honestly,
Yeah.
All Might's probably got a lot of money because he's like the best hero and everything. So he just like probably has all these cards like made.
Hmm. Or he's just like a really big dork and makes them himself in secret.
I'm going with that. That's the one I'm
Everyone's got to have a hobby,
I mean, when you can only be a superhero for 3 hours a day, what the fuck else are you going to do with the rest of your time?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then he's like, guess what, motherfuckers? Your super suits arrived. And then we get Froggy-chan. Froggy-chan's on the next page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
She means nothing yet, but she will very soon, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Also, she's doing a weird pose with her hands.
She's always posing weirdly. That's her thing. One of her things.
She's Froggy-chan.
Yeah.
Froggy-chan does whatever a froggy can.
And we get glimpses of what people's suits are, at least parts of them.
Mm.
And we get a big shot of everyone.
Yeah, and Deku's less interested. He's more interested in what he's got in his bag, which is foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of shadowing.
Then we get a full page-and-a-half spread of everyone's super suits.
I feel like if this was a scene, it would be in slow motion.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to be shocked if it isn't, actually.
I'm going to be shocked if half this entire series isn't in slow motion.
Yeah, okay. So I can't tell whether Bakugo is wearing a domino mask or just
That's a mask.
the smudge paint stuff.
That's a mask. You can see some on the side of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
the mask. It took me a while to figure it out, but that's part of his mask.
Hmm. And it looks like female lead is, cleavage top, but nope, that's white. It's just white cloth. Then we get Robo Dude. I don't know who this is.
Ida.
Yeah, that's Ida.
Oh, is it? Right, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's Ida.
He looks like he's from a Common God Kill, doesn't he?
I think he drops the helmet after this, or something like that. I don't remember him wearing that for very long.
It's inspired by his family members.
Yeah, I forget what his name was. Accelerator or something like. Anyway, he's got huge engines on his legs.
Yeah.
Like, to enhance the engines that are already in his legs. Then we get Froggy-chan, who basically skin-tight suit, belt, goggles.
Which would be what you'd want, honestly, for her powers.
It's a wetsuit.
Pretty much. Yeah, it is a wetsuit, actually. That's a good point.
Maximum mobility above land, and in the water, she'd move even faster. So, yeah.
Then we get, I don't know this guy's name. I really feel like I should.
Octopus dude?
Sure.
He's like 9 feet tall.
Dr. Octagonopus.
I think his name's Shoji or something. Shoji, I think.
Okay, Shoji. And he's... Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to Laser Dick.
Yeah,
Laser Dick.
and he's got a big circle in his costume where the laser does not come out because it's too high up. It doesn't come out of there, dude.
Yeah. You gotta
It's on the crotch.
Okay.
A little bit lower, please.
Yeah. It's got mirrors in it, so it moves it up from where it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a periscope.
So his design is essentially a majestic eagle with shades of knights. And that, yeah, alright. It's flamboyant enough. It works.
Yeah, and then we have Mineta, who... I don't even know.
Looks like Mickey.
It looks like he's wearing dish gloves.
Looks like Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know. It's Mickey Mouse.
God, he looks dumb.
Yeah.
And then we have... Sorry. Pardon me. Anyway, we have Deku.
Excelsior! Witness the debut of the fresh new heroes. Yeah.
He,
had to throw that in there, didn't I?
Excelsior.
You remember the giant bunny monster from the end of Naruto?
Yes. Sadly.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of this chapter. Chapter 7. So yay.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where it ends, isn't it? We don't even get to really see Deku properly.
No, but we get to see enough. Rabbit ears.
Are we going to do 7.5, by the way?
What was 7.5?
It's just a bunch of character models.
Oh,
and some information about them.
Well, it's not on Eat Manga, so we're going to skip it.
Oh, alright. Wait, it isn't?
No.
Huh. Alright, then. Yeah, for anyone curious about a little backstory about the characters, about their designs and stuff, look up 7.5, wherever you can find it.
Yeah, it tells you the original design for Bakugo, I think. Where he was supposed to... Yeah, how he's supposed to be a nice guy-ish. But then they changed it. So, Chapter 8.
They have a headshot of him as a nice person with a pleasant expression. It's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah. So, the costume subsidy. In simple terms, everyone gets to request their own costume to enhance their own abilities, and such. It's basically no limit on the budget. You just tell them how your powers work, how you want to be able to enhance them, and they'll work something out.
It's really nice.
Yeah, and you can give them basic designs for how you want it to look, because, you're heroes, you need to look good and inspiring and stuff. That's important. So, you get sketches of Bakugo's costume with the big fucking grenade hand type things.
Yeah. His reason for wanting knee pads is to, kill people with my knees.
Yeah, and you get Deku before he got accepted, or rather right after, and he's got to fill in a report for his costume. And he was registered as having no quirk originally, so he had to change it so that he could get a new one that enhanced his own. And
he was about to fill it out, but then he didn't.
And then he gets a very heartwarming scene next, with his mum making a costume for him.
Yeah. One thing, to bring it back to the sketches, what's her name? The Gravity Girl. What's her actual name? I can't pronounce it.
Ochiko.
Uraraka, or it doesn't matter. They're both her name.
Yeah. She had acupuncture points in her costume to keep her from getting woozy faster. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I probably should have looked at that more closely.
Lasercock's one's in the back and near the top. Like, all I can see is like taste of a man whose sparkles will never die. Wink.
Yeah.
And the center point of that picture is his crotch.
Of course.
So, yeah, his mom makes a costume for him, and yeah,
it's not the best.
It's not the best, but his mom made it for him, and she gives a speech about how guilty she was, and how she gave up on him, and he kept going, and, you know, made it and stuff.
So she wants to be part of it now. She wants to support him, which is good. That's great.
Again, she's so very adorable.
Yeah. Also, he has no powers. So, I mean, any suit is as good as any other for him.
Basically, yeah, it wouldn't make any difference. I mean, if he was in some elaborate costume, it would just make things more difficult when he gets injured.
He could have gotten a suit with an exoskeleton to, like, support his bones when he shatters them so they don't break as hard.
That might make sense.
I don't think that would end up working.
It would help.
It might keep him moving.
His mom made this suit.
Yeah. Well, the point isn't to give him a crutch so that he can lean on his injury-inducing power. He just has to get hold of that as quickly as possible. Anyway. So basically she designed the costume after All Might. So it has the big pointy, quote-unquote, hair, and the big grinning, quote-unquote, smile.
Those are ears.
It's supposed to be All Might's hair.
I know what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's not what it is.
He's a bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
He is the killer bunny from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
To be fair, I can think of nothing more terrifying.
True.
In absolute fairness. I mean, he's got a vicious streak a mile wide. Can leap about. Look at the bones that he's broken by using his powers. Anyway. So, battle and stuff. Let's see what you're made of, you embryos. Do we see any more interesting costumes? Oh, on the far right we have, I don't know her name, but severe, serious girl.
Momo?
Who, sure, I don't know what her actual name is.
That's her name.
Okay. And she does have a boob window, by the way.
Yeah.
That is not white cloth.
That's not a tie. That's just a really low dip neckline.
Yeah. And do we get to see anyone else? I don't think so. We get to see the dark-skinned girl. I don't know what she's supposed to be, but she's there. She has weird eyes.
Yeah. Her, we got the electricity guy.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can only see his face, but I don't know who that is.
I don't even know what that guy can do.
I don't know. We get the Hawk guy and the Fire and Ice guy on the right.
Where's the Hawk guy?
Right
I like the Hawk
behind Momo.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. He's cool.
He has a stand. What's not to like?
That ain't Falco.
You had to say it, didn't you?
I feel like I should know his name, but I don't.
I don't know his name either. I don't know.
I know his name, but I forgot it.
He hasn't been important enough for me to remember, unfortunately.
He was, though. He was so cool.
I know. Anyway. He's very cool, but it's only been for like the past 2 or 3 chapters.
Yeah, okay. And All Might sees Deku's costume and sees the ears very specifically, and the resemblance a bit transparent while he's shaking.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, kid? Trying to blow this whole thing down? Fucking
yeah. Yeah.
He's kind of come across as a fanboy already, so I don't think anyone would really make the comparison.
Yeah.
Judging by that, they just think he wants to emulate the big heroes that he's a fan of.
Yeah. So All Might says they're not going to be doing the outdoor battle in the Mock City. They're going to be doing it in an indoor arena. And the way it's going to work is it's going to be a two-team battle. One team is going to play the villains, one team is going to play the heroes. Froggy-chan gets a line. What about foundational training? This is foundational training. Yay, Froggy-chan. Asking the important questions. I'm going to praise her for anything she does.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not going to be any robots. You need to learn how to not kill people with your powers. So it's going to be your fellow students that you're going to be fighting against, and you need to subdue them without killing them.
Gee, I wonder whose powers this are to help.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking awesome questions, and Lasercock's like, doesn't this cape look awesome on me?
I don't know. Bakugo's asking if he can just blow them away.
That's a good question.
It's not a good question. Can I kill my classmates, please?
This is a
In this exercise, to not kill my classmates. They'll survive. They're tough, right? Right.
Right. So the plan is, the villains will be guarding a nuclear weapon. A Mach one, obviously. And the heroes are trying to stop them from launching it. So there is a time limit, and the heroes have to stop the villains and get to the nuclear launch bomb thing in that amount of time. If they touch it and get it away, then it's fine and they win. They can restrain each other, the villains and the heroes, by using some sort of restraining tape. And if they get restrained by it, then they lose. That person is out of the fight.
Yeah.
I think that covers everything.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. So, and they choose by lots. Yay. I wonder how this is going to turn out. And it's all going to be impromptu because heroes don't get to choose who they work with all the time.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah. And when we saw from the beginning that Wood Guy and Giant Lady and the other guy could have ended up working together quite easily, and they probably don't know each other that well. So, Team A is female lead, naturally, and Deku, naturally. Of course they're Team A. Why would they be anything else but Team A? Team B is...
Fire and Ice dude.
And
is it?
Tentacle octopus guy.
Then why is he covered in, like,
that's ice.
Stuff?
That's ice.
That's part of the suit.
Oh, that's a suit. I forgot he wears a suit, yeah. Sorry, the recent arc's been all in jumpsuits, so everyone's on an even playing field, so I forgot what all their suits look like. Yeah,
they don't
so
use
that's
them
Fire
very
and
long.
Ice guy. His name's Todoroki, I think. And he's on a team with Octopus Dude. C is the shrimpy guy who's a pervert and is obviously staring at the severe girl's chest.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Which she should not have the right to complain about because that is clearly on display.
I mean, the other girls are like, nope.
Yeah. She designed that into her costume. That was very, very intentional. Anyway. Team D is Ida and Dickhead.
Bakugo.
Him too. E is no one cares. F is
what?
no one cares.
Dick Laser and
yeah.
Laser.
Yeah, but we never actually see how the fight goes. So
I imagine
don't care.
Shock Laser. I care. I care about
the most important team in the universe, Team H.
It's Hawkman and Froggy-chan.
It is two of the best characters in the series put together. So yes.
Yeah.
I wish we saw more of their stuff, but spoiler, you get like a panel per team, and it kind of sucks.
I wish you wouldn't diss Dick Laser so hard. That's a great power.
Yeah, we got a deal.
It's like, how do you not kill somebody with that, though? You just aim at the ground near them?
Aim for the limbs.
That or you... I assume you can adjust the intensity of it.
Listen, I've spent 90% of my life learning how to aim my penis in the right direction for peeing. So I'm pretty sure I can do it with a cock laser, alright?
Alright.
Well, yeah, cock laser goes in a straight line. You gotta learn how to arc that shit when you're peeing.
Yeah. It'd be easier with a cock laser. It's going in a straight line. Just line it up.
Well, that'd be a lot. It's not like you've got iron sights on the bloody thing. That'd be a thing to try to...
No, it's literal. It's literal hip fire. Fucking get it done.
Iron sights.
Ow. Anyway, we get reveal in Team I of the Invisible Girl, who wears gloves and shoes so that people know where she is, because her clothing does not become see-through. Incidentally, this also means she is pretty much nude all of the time.
But you know what? You'll never know what she actually looks like.
Well, you will know, but you won't see it. Ever.
According to one of the latest chapters, she apparently has big boobs. Not that you would see them, except when she was, posed.
Or is in the rain or snow. Then everyone pretty much gets an eye.
That's gotta suck.
That's
just like one day you disappear when your power manifests.
Hmm.
And I don't think she can turn that off. So it's just like, okay, you are now gone.
Yeah, she seems to have a lot of fun with it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta find fun somewhere when you got a life like that. Good for her. That's nice. So... Deku is not particularly comfortable with this team because he sucks with women.
Yeah.
And naturally, we get the first team up will be A against D. Again, obviously.
There was no other way this was going to go.
No. So we got Deku against Bakugo. Yay.
Yay.
Alright, so the villains get to set up, and then 5 minutes later the heroes go in and try and stop them and stuff. And that's going to be the plan.
And of course,
as far as time limits go, that's a little brief, but they don't really have a whole lot of setup to do for most of them.
No, they just have to get to the place where the thing is and then protect it. That's it. And they're going to cut it short if things get out of hand. So they say.
Yeah, that's not happening.
And of course, first people to be villains are Bakugo and Ida. Because,
Ida's great in this.
He is.
So, Ida basically calls it as he sees it. Bakugo's going to just run at Deku as soon as the time goes. So, he calls him a fucking nerd. Great. Yeah. And they do what little planning they can. Which is... Oh, Deku says something to a girl for once. Yeah, he's tense and stuff, and hey, you're bullying me and stuff. Oh, it's sad. He's better than me, but he feels like he doesn't want to lose and stuff. Which is basically the spirit of Deku. Yay, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the general idea behind it, anyway.
The general idea is he's lost all of his life, so now he wants to win.
So, the fight starts, and what happens? They go in through a window, and...
5 seconds later, Bakugo is all on their ass.
Yeah, like, pretty much immediately. And guess what happens? He goes for Deku, of course he does.
On the plus side, mask is gone now.
Half of
yeah,
it.
that's a very good thing. It's like, on the other hand, the mask is now a foppish, ruffled collar thing.
Yeah. Well, the mouth thing was always like that. You just raised it, or it hooked onto the... I don't know how that works, but yeah.
Yeah. So, Bakugo's priority is Deku, so obviously the plan is for Otoko to go and, do the thing that they're supposed to do while Deku keeps him busy. and such. And we have a cool fight scene, which is cool.
Our first display of Deku actually using his brain.
Yeah.
Here.
By predicting what Bakugo does. And it's badass. In the way that Deku can be badass. Which
He's
is
not using his powers either. He just throws him.
Yeah.
He pretty much knows every time Bakugo is going to come at someone, he's going to do it with his big right swing first. Swing his right arm.
Yeah. Because he's done it so many times, basically.
So he just grabs him and judo throws him.
Just pretty badass. Yeah. I'm going to say it's badass.
I had notes on all the heroes that I thought were awesome. That means I had notes on you, you motherfucker.
Basically.
Not much of an insult if you call them awesome in the insult, but, that's kind of him.
Yeah. And then Bakugo goes fucking gummy again. Seriously, he does that a lot.
Yeah.
I like how when this artist draws teeth, he distinctly distinguishes between the canines and the molars.
That's very cool. I like that. I think I've called out fucking Magi on doing the opposite of that, where it's just like a white bump in the mouth.
Yeah.
It looks weird and stupid. But this is, again, very detailed facial work. So, great stuff. You don't see it enough.
Yeah, those are teeth. Those aren't white bar.
Yeah.
Alright, next chapter. Do we have time for that? I'm checking the clock. We're not even an hour yet, so we'll probably get 4 done. Which is cool. We can finish at chapter 10. Alright, so it gets the cover, apparently, which is pretty cool. Or it gets a cover.
Yeah.
I think this might be volume, actually. Oh. And I just want to call out, the time has come for their fated clash. Does that remind you of anything?
Yes.
Yeah, this came out like a month after that chapter did. I checked. So, this is a direct send-up of that. Just pointing that out.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Only took 9 chapters for this.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait 693 like for the other one.
And then we start with a pretty nice flashback.
Zero, what's up with your mic?
My mic?
You sound a bit weird.
Probably because I'm talking from over... I'm in my chair and I'm sitting weird.
It sounds like you're at a distance.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I didn't care. It's just pointed out.
I was relaxed.
I kind of did. It kind of sounded terrible. But,
You know what? Screw you. All right. So their house is in the same neighborhood.
So
they were friends. Kachan.
Yeah. That's a really terrible nickname.
Childhood friends, and Bakugo was like, he was the boy commander. Murder those villains. At 3 years old.
Yeah, he hasn't changed all that
Putting
much.
aside right and wrong, I was impressed of how full of confidence he was. So yeah, and you see also the Dragon Kid is also there. Like the guys that were in the first chapter, they're over there.
Yeah.
So they were all childhood friends.
Yeah, and then Deku didn't get a quirk, so
They turned on him.
basically, turn on the weakest one. You see it 1,000 times. Yeah. So Bakugo's a moron.
Yeah. His power just made him think he was better than everyone else. And it changed from there.
No, I mean in the next page,
Yeah.
he's literally ignoring Ochiko, who's gotten behind him, and could do pretty much anything, but, she's got more important things to do at the moment.
Ida's like, what the fuck's going on, dude? We're supposed to be teammates. What's happening?
He hung up on me. So we get to see the capture tape here of how you can stop one another without killing them. Assuming you don't accidentally kill them during the thing.
Well, you could kill them and then wrap the tape around them.
Yeah, so the hero side doesn't know where the villains have stashed the nuclear weapon, air quotes. So they're supposedly at a disadvantage.
I suppose that's the benefit of the 5 minutes, is they can move that missile anywhere in the building they want. It doesn't have to be on the top floor.
Yeah. The Ida and Bakugo decide to move it next to a window for some reason. I'm not entirely sure the wisdom in that, but whatever. Or at least in a room with a window.
I guess they could escape with it, and neither of the hero team can really get into a window that's several floors up. I mean,
I don't know whether they actually get up through a higher window in this, but they do come in through a window.
Well, it's on the ground floor, though, assumedly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Gravity Girl can float herself, but it's said that it's very draining by comparison, so probably not worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is where Deku tells Infinity Girl, I have to start calling her something other than female lead.
Yeah.
He tells her to go on ahead and stuff.
We skipped something. It's All Might was going to say that the motto of the school.
Plus, it's like, yeah.
And the look he gives Dick Laser. Bitch. Okay.
You what, mate?
What?
The bottom of the page where he explains the tape.
Yeah.
He says the motto of the school, and he gets interrupted by Dick Laser. And just that last panel.
It says, Monsieur Bakugo.
And then laughs.
Yeah.
Seems
And then it shows him just looking at him like, you what?
Oh, okay.
You what, mate? You want to go?
That was really funny. I like that.
I didn't find it funny, but that's just me. Not every joke works for everyone. Yeah. So, again, Deku knowing his opponent, he expects him to get hasty and stuff and just lash out, which, yeah.
Pretty standard, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's funny. Deku had still not used his quirk, and he's beating Bakugo.
Beating is subjective, but holding his own.
He is, yeah.
He's holding his own, and he did do a hell of a lot of exercise, I guess.
Hero taught you knowledge.
He does have a fighting build, so it does make sense that he'd be able to brawl it out a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
And Deku runs away, and obviously Bakugo chases him. So Bakugo is effectively removed from the challenge because he's an idiot.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the kind of panel, this big splash panel, page 8, makes you think he's probably going to turn to a villain at some point. That's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, you mean with the fist explosion things? Open hands?
Why don't you use it since mine is even stronger?
Yeah, that's page 10 for me, but yeah, that might be the case.
Yeah. It's a little bit too menacing for a hero, I think. I mean, yes, heroes have had moments like that in comics, but not usually to other heroes.
Yeah, not usually when it's just, like, kind of unprovoked.
Yeah. His head is bloated beyond all reason. I see. Writing it down in a notebook. That's okay. Makes sense.
He's a teacher, so yeah.
As a teacher. So Deku's basically going over his strategy that we pretty much outlined already. He's keeping Bakugo busy so that Infinity Go, I need to actually remind myself that I'm calling her by a name now, can go and do the thing that they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that this was the best thing he could have done if he'd gone with Infinity Girl, then it would have been both of the villains against both of the heroes, and Deku probably wouldn't have been able to do much.
Not really. This really is the best plan he could do.
Yeah, he would have been handicapped because he can't use his power on them, because if he did, he'd probably kill them pretty hard.
They
or
would be dead, and he'd have a broken limb.
Yeah. Kind of a bad thing to kill one of your classmates. Not that Bakugo seems to agree with that, but, that's his thing. Again, big splash panel, shadowy eyes, sneering at the fucking artist, I guess, since we don't have a camera. But, yeah. That's a villain pose right there. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it wouldn't load for me. Yeah, that's
page 10 or 12. Yeah.
Pretty villainous.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least menacing at the very least.
Yeah. And we get more flashbacks of them being, well,
how awesome Bakugo was as a child, and how much he's
and the naming of him as Deku.
Yeah.
Because he reads the name differently.
Yeah. It's it's kanji and whatnot. Don't try to understand it.
It's basically coming up with a rhyme for someone's name in our culture, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
So, a Deku is a person that's useless at everything. And, yeah. Bakugo's a dick. Bakugo's a dick. Bakugo's a dick. And then, oh, I get it now. I'm just awesome. And everyone else just isn't. Yeah, that's pretty much the perspective you get when you get praise and nothing else from everyone.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I hate this kind of mentality, it's kind of the only mentality he could possibly come to in that kind of an environment.
Yeah, pretty much.
His classmates get extendo fingers. He gets fucking explosions. That's awesome.
And even when he fucks up, like with the monster dude thing, people still praised him for it. And even he knew that was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fucking hell, that face again. Dinner plate eyes. It's terrifying, but also kind of heartbreaking. It's sad.
Yeah.
No one else is talking but you and me, Slicer. I feel lonely.
Well, there's nothing for me to say at the moment.
I don't think Zero's even paying attention anymore.
You know what?
Screw you? Is that what you're going to say?
No, I what? I wasn't paying attention.
I don't think. Alright, so we get another flashback of Bakugo falls into a river or stream or something, and everyone expects him to be okay and stuff, and he is okay, but Deku goes and helps him anyway. And Bakugo obviously takes that as an insult because Deku's worthless and everyone else sucks but me, so why would he try and help me when I am so much better than him?
And being concerned is making the assumption that Bakugo is anything but perfect, which is a grave insult in his eyes, essentially.
And again, this is literally the attitude that everyone believes Sasuke has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you read any fanfiction that bashes Sasuke in the slightest, he will be this character, basically.
Except Buck was way up front about it.
I think.
And just, I like this.
Yeah. I hope they don't mess about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got shades of that from Sasuke, but you got the impression there were more important things in his view than stupid idiots and worthless people's praise.
Yeah.
Which isn't much better, but yeah, it's something, I guess. And then we get Ida.
Yes.
Bakugo is naturally rotten. but that actually hits the mark for this exercise.
So Bakugo's a dick, but that's how he's supposed to be because we're villains. So,
following that train of thought, I ought to act more like a villain as well. Yes, this too is simply another trial to become a splendid man worthy of the Ida family name. Put yourself in a villain's shoes.
Read thyself in pitches black.
I am now
quite evil.
Evil. Evil
Face
council.
inside the mask.
and then Ochiko's just like...
He's so earnest.
I can't tell what she's doing. Is she sneezing or what the...
She's covering her mouth so she doesn't laugh. It's just like...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Uh,
Of course, that kind of gives her position away, but yeah, I doubt she could remain hidden for very long.
Okay. Alright. I knew you'd come here alone as soon as Bakugo bolted off. Yours is a quirk that causes whatever you touch to float. With that in mind, I move to counter you by giving this floor a thorough
The
cleaning.
most evil thing you could possibly do.
Super villain. Right there.
Yeah.
Cleanliness affects the evilness.
He's not entirely wrong, but, you know.
This just screams that kind of SpongeBob evil, the every villain is lemons thing.
Yeah.
Now that we know little tricks you can
Error
try.
in your calculations, hero.
It looks spick and span.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen somebody look afraid of a clean floor.
Yeah.
It's not it's not fear. It's just kind of like,
Really?
Okay. Sure. I mean, I wasn't exactly planning on that, but okay.
Okay, so, Infinity Go, that's it, calls Deku, and it's like, hey, I got caught, sorry, where are you, what are you doing, to help, maybe? Or something?
Do anything?
Yeah, I think that's what they're calling for. Yeah, and he figures out that she's in the room above him. And that they need to get the thing sorted out so that they can win.
So we skipped a bit, or they entered on the third floor.
I guess so, yeah. Which doesn't seem unreasonable. They're in good shape, so they probably could climb up the building.
As long as it had some kind of fire escape, that wouldn't even be hard.
Yeah. Hell, piping they probably do. I mean, they're only small.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Deku's basically still
Thinking.
sparring, quote-unquote, against Bakugo. And Bakugo basically takes the gloves off, or rather keeps the gloves on and uses them. Because those big, grenade-looking things store his sweat, which is what makes his explosions work. It's nitroglycerin. By the way, nitroglycerin is a pretty unstable explosive substance. That seems like, one, a terrible thing to keep in a container, and two, something that you probably couldn't keep on your hands without it exploding.
Because you're moving and shaking it and doing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
but
probably something. Yeah. I don't know. It might be something with the skin or something. I don't know.
There's some suspension of disbelief to be had in regards to these powers, but,
Sorry, I misread, which is like secreting nitroglycerin that then detonates. It is not actually nitroglycerin. I apologize. So yeah, it's like that, but he decides when it explodes. So he can store that into his gloves, and then...
Shoot it like a water gun, like a super soaker.
Yeah. And All Might rightly freaks out about this, because, that could literally kill them. Not just Deku, both of them. You moron.
You're inside of a building that can fall on you, and it will kill you.
He blows out the entire corner of that building.
everyone naturally freaks out about this.
Yeah.
As you probably should, as judging by the next page, it's 90% explosion.
Yeah. And again, villain panel.
Yeah, that's the best villain panel so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break you at your full strength. That's wow. Alrighty.
This is Bane level, I'm going to break you kind of
stuff. I didn't want to say it because Zero would start with Bane voice, but yes, that's Bane.
You know what? I'm going to do something different this time. I'm not going to do the Bane voice. I'm not. Because you guys are coming to expect it from me, and I don't like that.
Coming to expect it from you, are we? Coming to expect it from you?
Yeah. We've gotten past that point already.
You make me want to do it to spite you now, just because of that.
I would.
I'm not going to. I have control over myself and my references.
Chapter 10. We get Bakugo's profile. He can make things explode. And he's a dick. And he's a dick. He's also a dick.
Pretty much.
By the way, he's a dick.
He's a force to be reckoned with in summertime, but he's a slow starter in winter.
Yeah. Great. Because he needs to sweat to get his powers to work.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense, actually. Oh, and this building did have a fire escape. You can see it now.
Just gonna say, really gross power.
What?
That he has to sweat to get them to work.
Sweat explosions.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get that sweat going, guys.
He's got some explosive sweats.
Do you think he goes through, like, an exercise class beforehand just to, like, store some sweat? Would that work as a strategy?
So he constantly has clammy hands.
Yeah.
You better hope he doesn't have clammy hands. You better hope.
Slop sweat headbutt. This character's gross. I just realized. Okay,
also, apparently
10.
He's supposed to be brawny underneath his clothes, but they could have sold that a little bit better.
Well, Deku doesn't look brawny either.
Yeah, this is Japan, and they're like 14, 15.
Yeah, but you can't see under Deku's clothes either. And he is brawny. So, victory conditions for the hero team is capture the villain team or retrieve the stolen nuclear core. Victory conditions for the villain team is hold on to the core until the time limit passes or capture the hero team.
So both teams have the tape. They have their own tape things.
Yep, and Bakugo gave Infinity Girl such a distraction that she's going to try and use the tape.
Yeah.
How are those boots even remotely practical? I mean, I realize this was a huge debate when Samus was announced for Smash, but those boots are enormous. The balance would be thrown completely off.
Oh, yeah, the heel on them?
Yeah.
Well, I assume that she makes them weightless, so it doesn't matter.
Weight and balance are not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also kind of platforms, so if you try and do that heel toe step, then it just feels really awkward.
I don't know.
And once again, there goes her helmet when she lands. Helmets don't last long in this series, apparently.
Well, it's the clothing damage they can allow in a show and series, except for one very specific character that is basically fan service girl.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like, oh yeah, we put in a lot of actual childlike people in this shonen thing, so here's a girl.
Here's a girl that looks kind of 18.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
Anime 18, which is like, okay, sure, why not?
So,
yeah.
Araka,
You remember how Yoko was 14?
No.
Yeah.
That's
what?
She's 14 canonically.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
So yeah. And Bakugo still wants to fight because he's a moron.
I don't know if your translation says this, but mine says,
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro!
Yeah, it says that.
Yep.
That's a liberty
Well,
that I would allow.
that's an improvement. He's calling him a bro.
I don't think that counts. Just gonna say it now.
I'm gonna accept it anyway.
That Bakugo kid's
So-
got mental. At this rate, he'll kill him. And then All Might's like, oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
All
They're not
Might can
stopping
hear
us
them
for
because
any
his
reason.
ears are strengthened. Obviously.
Mm. Yeah, and All Might's like, it might not be that petty, but yeah, I'm gonna tell this guy to stop and knock this shit off. And I'm gonna end this forcibly if you try and do that shit again. So, don't do that. Destroying your stronghold is kind of a bad thing to do as a villain, and you're supposed to be a villain, remember?
Yeah.
I don't know. As long as they beat the hero, I think anything goes. But, that's just me.
Mm.
Then Bakugo totally just says some bro shit like, fuck, let's just throw some punches. Fuck it.
Pretty much, yeah.
He literally says, fuck it, let's just throw some punches. So, yeah.
And Deku tries to do his counter thing again, and Bakugo makes it explode instead.
Explodey jump. Explodey boost. Boost jump. Boost push.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Also, fan service girl. Hello, fan service girl. Nice to see you. You're the intelligent character, so we get to see you a lot.
yeah,
I guess
weird.
that makes sense.
I don't see why not. I'm fine with that.
And that shit
Yeah.
hurt because, when your back gets exploded, that kind of hurts. And you can see it all over his face. It's great.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like, though, passively, he's got All Might's power kind of toughing him up a little bit.
He doesn't. That's the problem.
No, he doesn't. Because if he uses the power at all, then it breaks him. He literally can't handle it. So if he ever tries to use it, then it will destroy him instead.
Yeah, but passively
be
kind of increased
There's
toughness.
no
No.
passiveness. There's no passiveness
Yeah,
to this.
no.
You're either using it or you're not.
That would
Makes
be
me
a
sad.
great way to practice with it, using the passive form of that, but no, until he hasn't reached the point where he can do that yet. He's just a squishy, regular human at this point.
Yeah. So, Bakugo's still a dick. You are beneath me, for example. Crawl on the dirt like the worm you are, kind of thing. Yeah. So, Deku's like, yeah, I've got to use the thing, and once again, for fuck's sake, villain panel.
Yeah. Another one.
Now he looks like Venom.
I can see it, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love his
Okay,
classmates. are
now
just
he
like,
looks like Carnage. Does it feel better now?
yeah.
There's something wrong with that.
A few panels later, though, his classmates see Deku running away, and they're like, yeah, I do that, too. That's alright. It's not manly, but it's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, Bakugo's taking the whole not using the quirk thing as Deku looking down on him, which you saw his finger bleeding when he just used it for a nanosecond, right, dude?
Yeah, they're aware of the limitations. They know he just shredded his arm and his finger when he used it, so... Yeah. I guess he's not really thinking about that.
Hmm.
Huh, Bakugo thinking? That's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you need to think when you can just explode things?
This is how you do a hot-headed character.
It's worked so far, so I mean, yeah, there's reasons he thinks that way.
Yeah, well, they're both getting hot-headed now. We get a nice comparison shot of how they're thinking. Bakugo still looks fucking crazy as shit, but Deku's like, I want to win, surpass you. How do you not get that, dumbass? Bakugo's like, knock that expression off your fucking nerd face. Yeah. Doesn't like smart people. It's a shame.
Mm.
And we get the Detroit ...
Yeah. It's pretty clear he's going to use his arm for something because of the nice little visual effect of the power being used. Very handy.
Yeah. And All Might is trying to end the match, and Deku basically says, nope, I'm not doing the smash on him and stuff. I'm going to do it on something else. I have a plan and stuff. Apparently they planned this out without speaking to each other.
I don't think this was actually a plan they had in place.
It was just like, I'm below them right now, so...
Yeah, but the whole... Why is she immediately grabbing onto a pillar? Like she knows what he's going to do.
They might have planned it out beforehand.
This might be it might be a vague plan they had, or something. Like Plan F or something.
They should probably establish that more in the anime when that comes out.
Yeah. So it does seem like this was their plan from the beginning.
So basically, Uraraka grabs a pillar that turns it weightless, and he Detroit smashes the shit out of it from 5 floors underneath.
He Detroit smashes the ground beneath the ceiling.
Underneath it, so.
Oh, it's right underneath it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So his fist goes up, and he takes the hit from Bakugo instead of hitting Bakugo.
And he doesn't punch the ceiling, he punches the air, and the air pressure alone destroys it.
So Ochako decides, okay, I'm going to take this pillar and I'm going to smash the thing with it.
Well, she smashes a bunch of rocks that are also floating, so... Her intention isn't to blow up the nuke with it. That would be bad.
I thought she was just hitting the thing and making it fall out of the building or something. I don't know. It's not especially clear what's supposed to be going on in these panels.
Yeah.
What their actual plan is. I guess she's trying to distract Ida so that she can touch the thing.
Yeah, that's what ends up happening.
Okay, yeah. And Bakugo's pissed because it was never the plan to get in a fight with him and stuff. He was just doing it as a distraction. You're looking down on me and such.
Yeah.
Because Deku's focused
finally
on the goal.
I wasn't planning on using it because I actually can't. My body is not able to take the strain from this force.
And Hero Team wins. Yay!
Yep.
Great. So that's Chapter 10. And as mini arcs go, with a nice confrontation between childhood friends and stuff, that, to compare it directly to Naruto, it was probably better. But again, it wasn't saddled with all the crap that came before it they had to deal with.
Yeah. Also, this isn't actually over. I think next chapter is the other teams doing it. It's pretty rushed, but I mean, it's not strictly over yet.
Yeah. Should we do one more? The next chapter is 21 pages, and we're at about an hour and 25.
Oh, but 10.5 has Mount Lady.
No one cares. She's a character that does not show up at all, ever.
10's a nice round number to end it on.
Yeah.
If we must, but if we get this one done, we can, catch up quicker. What do you think?
I'd say go for it. I'm okay with doing another one. Like I said, this arc isn't actually over, and I think it ends on the next chapter, so we may as well finish it up.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. We don't have that many comments anyway this time, or at least they're not very long, I remember. So, the losing team's uninjured, the winning team's collapsed. Well, that's pretty much how the hero-villain thing tends to go.
Yeah, usually.
Heroes lose even when they win, so...
You got the objective done, at least.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that aren't the Punisher, anyway. Villains tend to not get up when he puts them down. So he never usually falls
over. Punisher's Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has DC ever done a character like that?
Red Hood.
Yeah. So nobody that
Red
matters.
Hood. Wasn't that Robin?
No.
Or one of the Robins?
Yeah, it's the one that died or was killed by the Joker. He came back, and now he kills villains.
Which seems like a reasonable response to being killed by the Joker.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, in short, even though we were seriously going at it, I lost to Deku.
It was a very slow realization, yes.
Yeah. And he's literally catatonic from this revelation.
And the robots dragging Deku off pretty much already know the drill, taking the nurse's office.
Yeah. Bring to nurse's office. I know.
The robots are being sassy with each other.
Yeah. Okay. So, All Might's like, it's time for your critique. No matter whether you won or lost, you take a look back, you reflect on the experience, and then you move on. Which is advice that Bakugo will probably not take.
Yeah.
Because he's a schmuck. And he's like, the best in the match was Ida. Because he actually did what he was supposed to be doing. And didn't fuck up or make anything terrible.
Well, he doesn't explain that yet, which is why Froggy-chan asks.
Yeah. Froggy-chan.
Yeah.
Also, it wasn't even All Might that explains why. It was the smart fan service girl.
Oh, yeah.
The name. I can't keep calling her that.
Her name's Momo, dude. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, fan service girl explains that, yeah. Basically, yeah. Bakugo was an idiot. Midoriya was less of an idiot, but he wasn't that effective. And Ochiko kind of destroyed half the building over through. And, you know, that's kind of reckless.
Thing with Deku is, although he is a smart protagonist, there are times when he does tend to get caught up in the moment.
Yeah, he is a human being. He has emotions.
Yeah. Because, like, later on, you see...
that, and he has very limited options.
Yeah. Later on in the story, there's one moment where he gets caught up in the moment. People were railing on him earlier. So, just want to say it right now. He does tend to get caught up in the moment a little bit.
As I was saying, he has very limited options. He is a strong guy that can do strongman things. He can smash things. He can break things. That's pretty much it. He is basically like Bakugo in that sense.
He can only do it once.
Even so, even when he can do it a lot, that's pretty much what he can do. He does not have a wide range of powers that he can use intelligently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As powerful as it is, it's not very adaptive. Not without some really intense experience, pretty much.
He would need to know very well how to modulate that power if he's going to use it for anything other than just smashing everything in his way.
And it turns out Momo has been monologuing the answer this entire time. This has not been All Might talking, it's been her.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, good job.
The whole smashing things into a nuclear weapon is probably a bad idea. It was made of paper mache, but if it wasn't, that thing probably would have gone off. Yeah. So, you know, Ida actually doing things to keep it safe and protected, and actually moving in advance to counter the hero's abilities, all that stuff. You know, he's cool dude. Everyone likes him.
There's a lot of Froggy-chan artwork.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Also, you're very loud.
Sorry.
He's close to the screen so he can see all the artwork up close.
Yeah.
He needs
artwork. Yeah, of course. What side do you want exactly?
I'm on Pixiv.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Seriously, pull back from the mic a little bit. And stop hitting the desk.
So then we get the other... Oh, go ahead.
Is that better? Just wanted to check.
Yes.
Then we get the other events that happened.
So we have Team B against Team I. Oh, God. Okay. So it's Todoroki, who is the Fire and Ice guy.
And Shoji.
Octopus.
Shoji, I think his name. Yeah, Shoji. Octopus guy.
Yeah. And they're against the guy with the tail. I don't know what his name is. And Invisible Girl, who has taken her gloves and shoes off. Because, you know, she's trying to be invisible. So she is entirely naked.
Her teammate's like, that's hot.
Yeah. As a girl, that's logically gonna be, hot. I guess. So yeah. Oh, and apparently she has the wireless transceiver that is very, very visible, just like a dot there. That is the only thing you can see on her at this point.
Yeah.
This probably would have worked out a lot better for them if they were the heroes, and she could have just snuck in there and touched the damn thing, but they're villains, so...
But defending, it's not a thing that they can do, yeah. Well, Tail Guy's got a shot, but that's about it. Also, that octopus guy is really fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Mouths, those mouths.
They talk. That's something.
They talk to him. They have minds of the... This is basically Doc Ock right here.
Yeah, I said it earlier. Doc Octopus.
Well, he can't use lasers, so not exactly like that.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
and
pretty much
Todoroki's like, yeah, fuck it, I got
he
this.
gets frozen to the floor.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You're done.
Yeah. It wasn't a long battle.
Even the girl who was naked was frozen to the floor. Poor thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're told that these are recommended freshmen, this guy and fan service girl. And it's not revealed here, but what that basically means is they got in without having to do the entrance exam. They just got in on the merits of them being,
awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. And then we get shots of everyone else's performance a little bit. Froggy-chan doing a froggy thing. Froggy-chan.
Does whatever Froggy-chan does.
Froggy-chan.
It's not really very useful until later, but it is a small glimpse of what their abilities are.
Yeah. So Froggy-chan can climb on walls. That's about all we know at this point.
Hawkeye's got shadow powers of some kind. The girl with the presumably long ear lobes can connect with the walls to listen to things. Lightning powers. I don't know what the girl jumping is. Slime powers?
Oh, that girl. Her powers are
acid.
acid.
Oh, it's acid, yeah, because it's burning the dude's cape and he's pissed about it. Dick Laser's cape is burned and he's pissed about it. You can see it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't quite know why she's splashing acid around anyway, so yeah, he has good reason to be.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Tried to think of something. Can't think of something.
She's splashing it at the wall, so maybe so she can get through the wall? I don't know. And the page is having trouble loading, so if someone else wants to start off the next page...
Good work, everyone. Apart from young Deku, Midoriya, there were no big injuries.
Yeah. You did wonderfully. Yay, everyone's great. So... Yeah... Anyway, get back to class, basically.
Yeah,
the inflated heart is a fragile one.
Yeah, Bakugo's all sad because he's realizing he's not such a special snowflake.
Yeah, and he wants to help him out and be, supportive and stuff, but he's run out of time, so he can't. And now he's back to...
And then the doctor bitched at him because he let the fight go on.
Yeah. That face. It's such a great face, but it's still... That face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, she doesn't want to heal him anymore because it is getting a bit dangerous doing that. So she's given him first aid treatment and some basic, medical treatment, and then a little bit of the regeneration thing.
As little as she can give him at this point, yeah.
Yeah. So... and this is one of the first times we get this symbol of peace thing mentioned and brought up. Or at least significantly. His role as being, the hero that all other heroes are measured by. And that's basically what Deku is trying to inherit.
Which he's well on his way, it's just taking a while.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of time.
And Recovery Girl's like, you need to learn how to guide him better then, if that's what you want him to be.
Which is good advice, really. I mean, he's been pretty hands-off so far.
Yeah. Deku gets back to class, and everyone's psyched about Deku now! Yay! And, again, more characters that we need to introduce. We got Acid Girl in the middle, we've got guy that can harden his body, Giggity, on the right, and other guy that we don't know what he does on the left.
Yeah, no one has any clue yet.
Hey, Deku, you have friends.
Yay! Okay. So we get the hardening guy. I'm not going to remember his name.
Kirishima.
Ejiro.
Sure. Not going to remember his name. Acid Girl. And then we have Froggy-chan, names herself. By the way, shipping fuel. She insists that he call her by first name.
Yeah. I didn't even get the significance of that until just now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, she wants to be close to Deku, is what I'm saying.
Then we got Dead Ain't Falco over there, sitting on the desk, a cool guy.
Oh, big lips guy is named Sato. Good for him. No one cares anymore.
Yeah.
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 I love the Falcon guy. Is he supposed to be a Falcon?
Who
I don't
cares?
know, but I just know he ain't Falco.
He might be a crow or something.
I don't think he's actually supposed to be a specific bird, just a bird.
He looks like a sparrow.
A little bit.
He kind of does. He looks more like a Murkrow, I think.
Yeah, but Murkrows are
You
lame.
can't make that comparison in universe because then they, copyrights and all that.
But Murkrows are super lame.
I like how Ida shouts
Dark
at him.
flying type.
I like how Ida shouts at him while extending his hand for a handshake to greet him.
Is that a handshake?
So,
that
they
looks
say
more like
nothing shakes your convictions, huh, Ida?
that
it doesn't look like a handshake. It just looks like he's gesturing at him. Just get off the desk. Arm gesture. Yeah.
And Ochiko's worried.
Yeah, because he's not healed yet, and I don't care about that. Bakugo, he's sad. Oh no, I need to help my Baka-chan.
Yeah, isn't Ka-chan kind of a childish way of saying mother? Like mama?
Yes.
Hmm.
Probably a slightly different pronunciation, but yes.
I imagine
Makes
step
the
one
whole
of making
wanting to be acknowledged by a thing a little creepier.
I guess.
What were you saying?
You go first.
I said what I was going to say. Mine's going to come out better.
Oh, all right.
Because your mic's shit.
Step one of getting to be less hostile would be to stop saying that.
Yeah, probably. Call him Baka-chan.
Yeah, that's
Sure, that'd go over great. Yeah. And Deku is like, I'm going to tell you my secret and stuff. And he does. Because he's dumb. And he explains the whole goddamn thing.
He's earnest as fuck.
Yeah, and Baka-chan basically is like,
he doesn't give a fuck.
Kind of, what? Well, one, he says he doesn't believe him. That it's all bullshit. And then he says, don't fucking talk to me like that, and fucking fight it out and I'll be better next time. I'm not the greatest here, I'll be the greatest here.
There's like a bunch of people that are awesome here, not just you, motherfucker. I'm not just sad about you.
Yeah, and you'll never beat me again. And then All Might shows up.
Of course he does.
In bold, naturally, again. Yeah, and basically he's telling him all the stuff that he was going to tell him earlier, but ran out of time for. And Bakugo's like, fuck off, I'm busy.
I'm gonna better than you too, motherfucker.
I like Bakugo's development right here.
A little bit.
Because rather than thinking, oh, I'm already number one, I'm the best, he thinks I have to now actually become and work hard to become number one.
Which is good development, which is a good way to make him not be a villain.
Yeah, it's more like when he said, I'm going to surpass him, I'm going to be number one, that was very similar to Deku's expression he had earlier. like spot on with the tears in the eyes and everything.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, and then we have ominous foreshadowing. Oh no, threats and stuff. Diabolical masterminds. Yes!
Yes.
Yeah.
So this guy's character design, huh? This guy on the left?
He face palms
Mr.
himself.
Hand.
Oh, like...
You gotta hand it to the artist. That's a handful of a character design. You've gotta...
I bet
We've got to really get hands-on with
I
drawing
bet with all the villains, he's pretty handy, you know.
Damn it, you stole mine.
Oh.
He might be a handful a little bit, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to take,
No one needs to hold this guy's hand.
yeah, they're going to take it to All Might hand over fist.
I mean, give this guy a hand, everybody. I mean, look at the design.
I hate all of you.
Hey, hands up, Slicer. I'm not doing this to get on your nerves. I'm just pointing out the obvious here.
Do you think that costume's handmade?
That one was kind of clever, but I still hate you.
I'm not sure if our students can handle these guys.
Like, if someone were to catch him, do you think his first explanation would be, unhand me?
Hands off.
Yeah, probably that.
I might have to separate this into its own video of just hand puns for the hand guy.
Great.
Yeah. Good.
So we got,
Do you think he's good at hand-to-hand?
No.
To hand,
Actually.
to hand. I'm not, I can't count all those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So he's talking about how they're going to,
He must do amazing handstands.
they're talking about how they're going to deal with All Might rather handily. And you got Hans-kun over there.
He's got to be the greatest at thumb wrestling. Like, seriously.
Yeah. And once they've beaten All Might, they're going to be making money hand over fist.
Damn it, I just said hand over fist.
That's already been used.
Did you? Oh, damn it.
And there's Shadow Man over there. And then you've got Ridley.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
And that's our stinger for the next chapter, pretty much.
Shit.
Nothing after that.
I can't think of any more fucking hand puns. It sucks.
Good. Stop making them.
do you think all those
Kenshi is so terrible.
Do you think all those hands over him are a bit of a handicap?
I'm face palming right now. I feel like that one's been done as well, but I don't care.
He is face palming. I literally said that. He's face palming himself.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's two of them grabbing his chest. It's weird.
It's a full body massage. I mean, if you had that many hands.
He's a real hands-on hero. Villain.
I mean, he's the handyman of that team, obviously.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I still need a little bit of help getting a handle on what his power is, but
You used that one like 3 times now.
yeah, it's hard. We're running out.
Yeah, but those hands there, I bet they're all kind of armless, you know.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy brings a whole new meaning to the words disarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we stop now? We're running out. We're like pulling the. We're using arm
we're really.
puns now.
We're going into arms.
We're really reaching for them.
Damn it!
We just
Okay,
stop
we're done.
making good
Who was
ones
it? It was
because
Akito that said my puns are bad. Well, hey, everybody's got puns.
God, that was fun. I've been waiting since we started to do that.
This character really gave us a lot to grab onto.
Yeah.
God damn it! Can't stop.
we're moving on now. We had questions.
Right, let me just put my fingers on them.
Yeah, pull some of those up.
Get a hold of yourself, Casey.
You're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes, but I can't help it.
You gotta get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. When was the last episode? There it is. That was 616. That's not the last episode. Where the fuck is the last? There it is. 617. Okay, so, comments. Right. So, Lockman did his usual string of comments because he just comments live, basically. As far as Aizen being back, somebody better pick that phone because guessed a few Refluxes back called it.
That's not...
I don't remember. Gravity's pretty awesome if only for possible applications or penis laser.
Yeah.
Apparently, penis laser has some applications. I don't know how that works.
It's not penis laser. It's cock laser or dick laser.
Dick laser sounds best.
Yeah. And yeah, I know it's Danganronpa. I did guess it. I said it wrong, but I did remember the name eventually.
And he likes the name Froggy-chan. Damn straight you do, Froggy-chan. I'm a dick, but he can respect that. I assume I said something about him.
I'm pretty sure you didn't read his fucking comment of his.
Oh yeah, he said I'm just going to glaze over all of the details of his comments and read out the certain bits out of context, and I did exactly that on purpose. Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. Stevens. Bleach, he's excited that Aizen's back. She was about to hit the fan with him around. For My Hero Academia, he's about 15 chapters in, so his favorite power would be zero gravity. No.
All right.
I still don't like that power.
Yeah.
I don't. It's kind of...
It has applications of really heavy things.
It's a very support power.
Well, if you have a hammer and you make it weightless, then you can give its weight back right at the right moment.
Yeah, but she's never
that
been
would
seen...
also snap your arm into...
Yeah, she's never been seen putting weight back on anything, so... I don't really know how that would work.
Yeah. Ghost13245 says, it's good that Aizen's returning because now we can see him blow away Mr. Villain Sue number 2. I assume number 1 was...
Yobak, probably.
Ginjo, I think it was.
I think Aizen is number 1.
Aizen is number 1. Aizen's number 1.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Favorite power in the entire class has to be the creation power that won't appear until 10 more chapters from now. That's Fanservice Girl's power, by the way.
Oh.
She can make things.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah. I don't really know what her power is or the specifics of it.
She can make things from out of her body, but the bigger and more complicated it is, the more of her body she has to use to do it, so it rips through her clothes.
Oh.
Which is why she's Fanservice Girl. Antonio K. It's okay, Zero, I don't curse either or use the Lord's name in vain, though I've been taught that cursing is just a way to get your point across.
Or
it is.
It's just fun, sometimes.
It's language, it's words.
Say the word fuck. It's so satisfying.
You see...
yes.
I curse in my head, but I never say it.
Oh, well, that's...
You're not getting the full benefits of it.
Yeah, the entire point is it gets your point across, it gets your emotional state across a lot more as well. Like, if you constantly have the I don't know the word, I don't want to say mental fortitude because that's wrong, but close enough, to constantly hold yourself back from saying a swear, then that means you are not as passionate as you would seem if you actually did swear. Whether you are actually that passionate or not, that's not really the point.
Yeah,
but that's what it conveys.
I live by my ideology.
Are you okay, Kenji?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Just choking on some air.
I'd like to make fun of you for that, but I do that all the time.
Yeah. Well, we could get that villain to show up and just, pat you on the back a little bit. I'm sure he's great at it,
Too bad he made me disintegrate if he touched me, so...
Yeah, that too. That's such a shame. He'd be great at back rubs,
He was giving himself a hell of one, so...
Yeah. It's like a full body massage.
So there was more comment there. You
yeah.
should go to that.
Okay. Everyone loves Suyu. It's kind of a fact.
Yeah, it is.
Froggy-chan. No opinion because it was too obvious Aizen was coming back.
Yeah,
kind of. He likes the Chocobro power. Yeah. His name is Tokoyami, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Makes
I
sense.
remember it started with a T, but I just kept thinking Todoroki, and I was like, that's
So
not
his
right.
name is literally Bird Shadow.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Does Toko mean bird?
Yes.
Yeah,
Also, he compares Bakugo to Vegeta from TFS.
No, it's not. Not Team Force.
Not Vegeta. If you were to combine Vegeta and...
He's not endearing enough to be TFS Vegeta.
No.
Yeah.
You
have to combine Vegeta with somebody else.
I'm trying to remember what Raditz is like. I get the feeling that Raditz is probably the closest comparison.
Wasn't even around long enough to get a character established other than the fact that he's Goku's brother and he's a jerk.
Yeah. That's pretty much most of the character that we have for Bakugo as well, that he's kind of a jerk. And he kind of wants to be badass, but isn't as badass as his other classmates. And Raditz is constantly talked down to for being kind of shitty.
Yeah, in TFS, that's not how it goes in Dragon Ball Z. He's not talked to, really.
Well, he's talking about Team 4 Star's version of Vegeta, and if that's not right, it'd probably be Raditz.
Team 4 Star's
I'm guessing.
Okay.
So everyone gets their power level measured by Raditz's. So in this universe, it will be by Bakugo's.
But that would imply that Bakugo actually sucks in this universe.
Well, Todoroki has already supplanted him as the rival, so... yeah, then he likes the shadow power. Ryuhitsuya, since when were you under the impression he ever fully sealed? And he links an image,
and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It's a guy stabbing Itachi?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. What the fuck?
What is this supposed to do?
I don't know what this is... Oh. Aizen is so overpowered that he has gone meta.
I don't get it.
Okay. Oh, he's saying that his illusions are so amazing that he can do literally anything. He can make them see whatever he wants, which is probably true. That's probably how he got out. He was never sealed in the first place.
Oh, yeah, it does kind of make sense.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, he just made them think that they sealed him.
Yeah.
It absolutely makes sense. So, yeah. Cynic's Rise. Happy birthday, Zero. Now finish the thumbnail.
I did. Made 2 versions.
Yay. Good for you.
I had to re-download freaking Photoshop on my computer because I only have the actual full thing on my laptop, which is broken. So I had to do that, and it's annoying.
Obligatory Cheese Louise. I don't know what that is.
I don't think you made a reference to someone's face looking like cheese or something last time.
Cheese Louise, I think that's a reference to freaking Familiar of Zero or something, because we mentioned that. Or might have.
I'm going to start paraphrasing comments.
I don't know. Cheese Louise. What?
Might be a meme. I don't know.
I don't know.
Bleach, Kubo's going to ruin Aizen, then I will lose the last amount of care for the series. Academia, Zangatsu / Kakashi's, but if I had to choose a student... What the fuck? That's not what we asked. We asked what...
Favorite power.
He's
asking his favorite powers. He's saying that... What's his face? The teacher dude with the dry eyes? That's his favorite character's powers.
Okay. Yeah, he's comparing them because he doesn't know the name, I guess. And he has to choose a student, laser penis.
He likes cock lasers.
Dick laser.
I don't care. They're both awesome.
Yeah. Ethan. Aizen coming back's a good thing. Before it was a train wreck that you couldn't look away from. Now it's a train wreck that is kicking it up to top gear, and it's either going to plow into a cement wall or a fireworks warehouse. Or secret option C, both through the use of multi-track drifting. What the
Someone's played Trains.
Yeah, fucking Trains.
I think that's actually from something else, but yeah.
That was a good video, by the way. Once again, spoiler warning. Apparently, the new season they're doing is Hitman. It's going to be interesting.
Yay!
Which is my favorite. They're all pretty good, actually. When in doubt, go with the ability. Yeah, laser dick. Kakashi is the Soul King confirmed. Now the question is the hand that held the Icha Icha or the hand that held... Moving on.
That hand thing is an album cover, actually. hand stretching to the sky is an album cover.
Yeah. It's nice that everyone looks at Uehara as the guy who basically knows everything, and he's just like, I don't fucking know, move on. He probably doesn't have to pelvic thrust to activate the dick laser, but it would be such a shame if he didn't. He knows what he's doing.
Yes, you have to pelvic thrust. It's the only way it can be done.
If my arm was a cannon like Bakugo, my catchphrase would be, boom goes the dynamite.
Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sethel7, I hope the invasion was all part of Aizen's plans. My favorite is having nitroglycerin for sweat. That is not true. He has sweat that is like unto nitroglycerin. But is not.
Because if it was nitroglycerin, he'd be exploding all the time.
Bakugo must smell like armpits like all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if you use deodorant, you're just making it harder for yourself.
You gotta get the non-antiperspirant. You gotta get perspirant.
Neil. Bleach. The Return of Aizen, he loves it. Let's see how Bach deals with the Troll King.
Aizen.
Yeah. And his this was all my plan all along spiel. Yeah. Hero Academia, favorite character would be Froggy-chan, damn straight. Minoru, the guy with the sticky balls, I don't like him, to be honest, because, you know, he's the gag character. And Cock Laser guy. Or Belly Laser, if we believe the manga, but he likes our version.
Of course you do.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was Reflux for these chapters. What did we do? We did, like...
Bleach 618 and Hero Academia 7 through 11. 7
through 11, yeah. Okay. And our answers to the questions, Eisenbach is fucking great. Any disagreements?
Nope. Except for Slicer.
I don't know.
Slicer is angry.
I would like.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last time.
I would like Aizen just to fight him, Yorbach, and that's it.
Yeah.
I want them to be broken together in a fight and just both kill each other.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would actually be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. And favorite power?
Cock laser.
I want to say cock laser just because it's a cock laser. I mean, come on. But I do like All Might's power. It's very simplistic. It's not complex. And yet it's really powerful.
So you're saying it's simplistic and it's simplistic. That's good to know.
Also, in a pinch, I also enjoy the power to grow hair on any surface.
Shut up, Ken.
We all know that's his favorite power.
Can I choose Tokoyami? Because I want to choose Tokoyami.
Yes.
I was going to choose Tokoyami,
Shadow
so yes.
It's really cool. I don't care if I got a bird face. I got frickin' Shadow.
Well, if you're in a world of heroes, nobody would care if you look different. That's kind of the thing. A lot of people have
they all look
powers.
Different.
Yeah.
Octopus guy can walk down the street and no one will bat an eye.
Well, maybe they would because he's like 9 feet tall, but, you know, nothing beyond that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so that's our episode. So thanks for listening. We need questions. Questions, Bleach. No one
have
cares.
anything for Bleach?
No, no one cares.
Yeah.
Hero Academia.
If you had to have a laser somewhere on your body, where would you want it to be fired from?
That can't be a dick.
Yeah, okay. No, that's stupid.
What would be the most practical place for you to put that laser? Like your elbow or something?
I'm gonna go with that. Where would you put your dick laser?
If we're not going to have a question for Bleach, we may as well have 2 for Hero Academy.
Sure.
And my put forth one would be just how would you handle the hero versus villain scenario if you were on Team Hero or Team Villain?
That would very much depend on powers, I think.
I think it would, yeah, but still.
Who you're fighting and stuff.
I don't know, pick a team, I guess, and just go from there. Explain how you would want them to do it. Nice writing exercise, I think.
Sure, okay.
I mean, seriously, if I had a laser that could fire out of any part of my body, why would I not shoot it out of my cock? That just, come on, man.
Wasted opportunity.
It's already a pointer.
Yeah. And it's dead center already, so it's already lined up. I mean, just pelvic thrust and go.
I think I have a better one, but I'll save it.
Okay.
Next week.
Yeah.
It's really too sensible an answer to be funny, though. All right, so that's this episode. So thanks for listening and stuff. We'll be back next week.
All right. Just want to say, Hand Guy must be really good at fingering.
Whoa. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I bet he loves finger food.
I bet he's better at this thing. Damn it, why did I...
Bye now.
Bye.
See ya.
Do you think he likes hand jobs?
I bet he loves it.
Leaving the call. Swear to God.
Bye, guys.